1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show.
The team and so on. And when they put that on, it was pretty quickly after the final whistle, it just reduced everybody at the Palace end, and probably some of the other end who were still there, to tears. It was so moving. And I think that is the thing with music. It's not just a series of notes, which you play on a piano or on a guitar or an accordion or whatever. It's so much more than that. You put those notes in a certain sequence and add some beautiful words, some lovely lyrics to it, emotional words, and it can have a huge impact on the body, a positive impact, which again is bringing out endorphins, all the compounds, the chemicals which are healing in our bodies, the very things we need to heal us. And I think that goes a long way to explaining why it's worth a bottle of medicine or bottle of tablets.
It is, yeah.
The effects it can have on us. It's a very, very powerful thing, this great link between the mind and the body. I think we underestimate that at our peril, really, because I've learned, I think, over time that what we think is so important in terms of our peace of mind, in terms of our attitudes, because we have such things as confirmation bias. If we get upset about something, and then our mind will tend to look for those things which support that view. So we have a lot of that stuff. But if we think, basically, it's easy to say these things. We all have poor thoughts, negative thoughts, we worry, all the rest of it. But if we can try and keep positive with our thoughts, that gives a great positive to the body. And music is a great way of putting us in that situation. It's a wonderful therapy, a wonderful way of bringing out emotions which maybe need to come out sometimes. So yeah, it's a wonderful therapy, is music.
It is. I just find that, like with music, if I listen, say for instance, when I used to live in London or when I used to live in Manchester, there's certain songs that I would listen to on the radio, when I'm driving, it come up on the radio, and it just takes me back. And when I hear that song again, and say for instance, I've moved to Bradford and I'm listening to it in Bradford, I'm thinking it takes me back to that time when I used to live in that. So it just brings out these deep emotions. It can just help you to deal with certain emotions anyway. But yeah, I love music. I love music. It's like a saved file, and it calls it up, and you can replay those memories in your head once more.
And you raised a good point there, that music is one of the most powerful associative things that take us back to times. I still can hear a piece of music from when I was young, very young, and not often, but you come across a piece of music sometimes, or you're on Spotify, whatever, and your mind is transported back to those times where what you were doing, where you were living, or relationships you were in, or whatever. Music is a great means of transporting back to good memories as well. So it's got all sorts of qualities which are there. Perhaps we don't always think about them too much.
It just helps to unlock all these beautiful memories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Okay. So the having to have or not to have. We're talking about children now. A lot of couples are
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang. With fun,
choosing not to have. not to have children. Actually, when it just reminds me of when I used to be single, which is not long time ago. So,
You look back to those days quite fondly, don't you, Cuz?
I'm not admitting it on air because I found out that Jeanette listens to us now. So I've got to be careful.
You've been careful there, yeah.
I've got to be
And
careful. Yeah.
how long have you been manacled now? I mean, married now? Not very long, is it?
About 3 months now, I think.
Yeah.
April got married in April, May, June, July. Wow. Just
4
less than
months,
3 months.
June,
Yeah.
July. Yeah. Yeah.
Less than 3 months. Not quite 3 months, but getting there. But yeah. So when I used to be single, I used to, obviously you do court people, don't you? And there was this lady that I spoke to, and I said to her, I said, do you like children? And she said the most funniest thing ever. She said, no, 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 no. I don't want children. I don't want anybody's children. And I sort of put two and two together, and it's sort of like, because she had an elder sister that has two beautiful twins, two little girls, but they are ever so stubborn. and I
Yeah.
I said, are you sure you're not linking it with, your two little niece that, She said, yeah. She said it can be a handful. And I thought, well, you cannot on that basis decide not to have children of your own, can you? And I said, how much of a deal breaker is it? It didn't matter to me. And I said, how much of a deal breaker is it to you, whether a man wants children or not? She said, yeah, it's a big deal. She said, because I do not want children. I said, what if you change your mind in the future, and think, well, now I do want children, maybe when I got married. She said, it'll never happen to me. It would never. She seems so determined not to have children. But that's just one aspect of it, isn't it? Now, when we then talk about other people not wanting to have children, there could be millions, there could be, variety of reasons why people choose not to have children. Some people, perhaps not of their own choosing. Some people have left it too late, and then they find out they can't actually have children. If you was to advise,
2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz. He'll introduce the gang who'll make the show go with a bang.